Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow Jaron Ennis will be defending his IBF world title against David Avanesyan. So it's time to do some predictions. All right, so on Saturday night, Jaron Ennis will take on David Avanesyan. There's a couple fights on this card that I'm interested in. So I'm gonna go through the card and the fights I know and predict them. So yeah. All right. So first off, we start with Khalil Cole versus Kwame Ritter. Khalil Cole, he's a prospect, 8-0, 6 KOs, 1 draw. He's fought some pretty good competition for a prospect. You know, we can just look at, first couple fights versus Dulu Cans. 1-0, 6-2. That's bad. But we got 5-0, 6-1, 7-0, 10-1. And it almost seems like it's just been going up. He fought a 20-0 fighter his last time out. And won by TKO. So, if that don't tell you how special this kid is, then I don't know what to tell you. Clip of him also went viral. He was getting teed off on by Alex Pereira and sparring. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you watch the full sparring, you see it was back and forth. It wasn't just no dominant spar. And also it's sparring. So yeah, let's look at Kwame Ritter. 11-1, 9 KOs. So he got some power. That means he's only won 2 decisions. He lost his last fight by unanimous decision. He has a lot of KOs. I ain't gonna lie. So that might be an issue. Some power, but realistically, this guy's here for Khalil Cole to get some experience, and he's probably just gonna knock him out. To be honest. So, with that being said, I got Khalil Cole winning this fight by knockout. Next up, I ain't gonna lie, this is a pretty good fight. We got Jaleel Hackett versus Peter Dobson. Now, if you don't know these guys, Jaleel Hackett, he's a pretty good prospect, 8-0, 7 KOs. Yeah, he's got that power. He's got the skill and the power. He is like that. Even last time out, he beat someone who was 12-1, which that's not the best record, but 12-1, that's pretty good for someone you fight on your 8th fight. And then not only that, he's stepping up even better in competition to fight Peter Dobson now. Peter Dobson recently had a fight with Conor Ben. It was low key. I wouldn't say it was a war, but it was competitive. I ain't gonna lie. He's fought some decent guys. 10-3, 19-3, 10-3 again. 21-13. Okay, 27-37 is crazy. Emmanuel Medina, 16-0, 16 wins, 1 loss, 9 KOs. Honestly, I don't think he has really a knockout threat to. He's really a knockout threat to Jaleel. I probably think Jaleel Hackett win this fight by unanimous decision. Next up, co-main event: Sky Nicholson versus Diana Vargas. Sky Nicholson. Oh my gosh. Sky Nicholson, current WBC Women's Featherweight Champion. She's fought some decent opponents. 14-1, 10-2, 18-1. 15-6, 7-0. Now with the women's fights, women do often fight more. Now the next little bit, I just freaking stuttered trying to figure out what I was about to say. But basically, what I was saying was Women often fight more in boxing. They fight a lot on the undercards. They're usually more active because they get paid less. So like they usually are more active. So we could see a lot more active women's champions, seeing them fight 3 times a year, maybe like 4 times a year, like stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically all I was trying to say. Alright, she's fought some decent opponents. 10-0, 1 knockout. I don't know how someone got knocked out by her. I just don't know how that's possible. How? Who did she beat by KO? Okay, she beat Lucy Wildheart. That's okay, a fire name, I can't lie. That is a fire name. Alright, so Sky Nicholson, the best way to describe her as a fighter, she's like a person that'll outbox you, use the jab. She's kind of like a Devin Haney type of style, I'm gonna be honest. And we can look at her opponent, Diana Vargas, 19-1, 12 KOs. We just look at her opponent. Her opponent never fought in the U.S. before. Fighting low level competition from what I'm seeing. I was gonna say she beat someone who was 3-0, but she lost. She lost to a 3-0 fighter. As soon as she faced someone with she lost. Oh my goodness. Hey, respect her building up a record, 19-1, 12 KOs. I ain't gonna lie, 12 KOs is pretty impressive for a women's fighter. Usually women's fighters don't get KOs, I'm gonna be honest. First round TKO, 6th round TKO, first round KO. Oh my gosh. She might have that. She might got some power. I ain't gonna lie. She might got some power. I'm gonna be honest. This is pretty easy to pick. Sky Nicholson is next up. Sky Nicholson is winning this fight by unanimous decision. And the main event of the evening, Jaron Ennis. We all know him. David Avanesyan. So let's look at David Avanesyan's record. 30-4. Alright, so 34-1. 30 wins, 18 knockouts, and 2 of his losses have came by KO. So I don't want to say he has a bad chin, but he did get KO'd by Terrence Crawford. But Terrence Crawford does knock out basically every fight, so it's not really surprising. He's fought some pretty decent guys, 3-0. Then it's like his competition is just going up and down. It seems like he's the type of guy that he just fights anyone. I'm gonna be honest, he just fights anyone. You offer him a fight, he's probably gonna fight you. He beat Shane Mosley apparently. What? Since when? Since when? This dude fought Shane Mosley in 2016 and beat him by unanimous decision. Wow. And lost to Lamont Peterson. Let's see. Oh yeah, he did beat Josh Kelly. If you don't know who Josh Kelly is, he was and still is a up and coming prospect in the UK. One of those guys that's probably going to be fighting for a world title soon. But he is fighting Liam Smith next, so there's a possibility he loses that one. KO, then he KO'd a 15-0 fighter. I ain't gonna lie, this guy got some pretty good guys on his record, I'm gonna be honest. Then, obviously, fought Terrence Crawford for the WBO title, lost by knockout. And then recently, his most recent fight was in 2023, December, and he beat the guy by, I guess you could say TKO, because retirement in the corner is basically a TKO. But David Avanesyan, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think, what is it? He's coming in, couple weeks notice? I think 5 weeks notice, So it's not as bad as like a 2-week notice, but 5 weeks notice. Honestly, I don't see him winning. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see him winning. He lost to Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, freaking one of the pound for pound best in the world. Number 3 probably. I'm gonna be honest. Like top 3 pound for pound. But next, Jaron Ennis. We all know him. 31-0, 28 KOs. A lot of people criticize his record because he hasn't really fought the best guys, but I mean, we could just look at his record and see he's fought some pretty good guys. He's fought guys like Roman Villa, who beat Rashidi Ellis. You know, he's fought this Karen guy who was 21-1. Tostido Clayton, 19-0. I mean, Sergey Lupinets, 16-1. And then this is the only gap in his record because it was a no decision due to I'm pretty sure it was a headbutt. Not a headbutt, but like a accidental like head clash type stuff. You know, facing 18-0. I mean, honestly, he does got some bums on his record. That's just like every boxer, though, to be honest. Yeah, it seemed like coming up, he's just fighting a lot of bums, you know, and then he started getting, and then at a certain point, obviously, he started fighting good opponents. I ain't gonna lie, there's not one like guy here like where you look at their record and be like, no, that's a trash record. I mean, I guess maybe 23-5 and 25-5, but that's still not even bad if you think about it. Yeah, I got Jaron Ennis winning this by knockout. He hits hard. He's got crazy footwork, crazy defense, great head movement, great counter ability, pretty good combinations. Like, this guy is like that. Like, I feel like the only person that could beat Terrence Crawford is this guy right here, Jaron Boots Ennis. With that being said, I'm taking Jaron Boots Ennis winning this by knockout. I mean, that's it. Those are my predictions for the Jaron Boots Ennis card tomorrow. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give the video a like, comment down below what you want to see next. Put your predictions down in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.